Yo, JPU, Jamaica politics uncovered. This one for the Queen of Truth, Natalie. Natalie, you are one of the best. No test, JPU channel, pass the truth quest. Them are hide facts, you tear down the wall. Bringing info to the people, big up for all. From Parliament floor to country lane, JPU show the game. No stain. We love you, Natalie.
Hello, JPU family. Good night. Welcome, everybody, to Jamaica Politics Uncovered, our late night program. Welcome to everybody who's new to the channel. Welcome back, moderator. Thank you so much for joining. Guys, I hope everybody had a good day today. It's the first program. Wow, the weekend went by so fast. But it's good to be back. It's good to talk to you guys again. How many of you have been watching what's going on while JPU's been away? Last time we spoke was on Friday. We talked about Emancipation Day. We talked about things that were happening. And of course, as we draw nearer to the general election, there's more and more happening. And we're going to talk about them tonight. So, what are we here about tonight? As you can see, guys, in the title here, it says, Inside the Fallout. I'm going to talk about the fallout between Julian Robinson, who you probably have not seen much of lately, Bunting, Dayton Campbell. And I'm also going to show you something that Mark Golding said, among other things. Let me see who's here so far. The usual suspects, thank you for coming back. Anybody new? Guys, before we go any further, I'm going to ask the moderator to please drop the link in the chat to the new channel, the podcast channel. And if you have not subscribed, I'm just going to ask you guys to please just click on the link, go subscribe and come back. I'm not going anywhere. I'll stay here until everybody who they know, just go subscribe and come back. Please and thanks. In the meantime, just to give you a description of what we're talking about tonight, tensions are boiling over behind closed doors in the PNP. What really happened between Julian Robinson, Peter Bunting, and Dayton Campbell? The fallout remains unresolved, and the silence is loud. Meanwhile, Mark Golding's latest utterance on the political platform. I don't know much how to hear it, but boy, it don't look good. Latest utterance on the political platform leaves many PNP members offended and Jamaicans alike. Mark Golding said on the platform a couple of days, it wasn't a couple of days ago, I think it was like yesterday. They must sing, the person at the podium was singing a song. But he said that's not really the one he wanted. Him said the selector should have played Hop Off of my Fenda. When him say Hop Off of my Fenda, Mark Golding go say nasty Neaga. Which is a racist comment coming from Mark Golding, who is a white man of British descent. If Mark Golding had said that any place else in the world, you'd have all kind of class action lawsuit. They would have said him would do hate speech. They would have fling him out of party, fling him off a campaign. Only in the People's National Party him can say that. As a matter of fact, only in Jamaica, because I haven't heard the JLP said anything regarding this nasty, disgusting thing that he said on the platform. I see a member of the PNP said on social media, A PNP posted the video, and another PNP said to her, "Don't try to distort it. You know what the labor rights them in talk." What Mark Golding said, as the leader of a major political party, is not okay. And he shouldn't be saying that. And it shouldn't be directed at labor rights or anybody. But that's just the mentality of the PNP and their supporters. Meanwhile, Venesha Phillips, in her latest campaign speech, guys, I brought that to you guys this morning, I think. Her speech was worth sharing. That's why I shared it, because she said it best. PNP is not accustomed to campaigning on policies. They're accustomed to smear campaigns, fabricated stories and lies, and personal attacks. That is how they campaign. And they are frustrated because it's not working as it used to. Because you have people who don't like that stuff, who are breaking ranks with the PNP and calling them out on it. And that is what destroyed the PNP, because they've used that tactic internally in their internal election. They've used that tactic, and that is what destroyed the PNP. JLP candidate, Mr. Amos, I uploaded a video this morning where Mr. Amos addressed Senator Crawford about his latest antics in Halfway Tree, calling him the LA Lewis of politics. We'll talk more about that. We also have Ian Hayles, guys. And we're going to call out all of the hot girl them, all of the look good woman them. Me go want a 5 minutes for talk to now, because we have to talk about this. Ian Hayles say the woman them at Jamaica suffer because they cannot afford cosmetic products. But is it suffering or is it prosperity? I'm going to let you also hear what the Prime Minister of Jamaica, Dr. Andrew Holness, had to say about, all this stuff that they're talking about, his money and everything else. I may have some question for Mark Golding too. We can't just talk about Andrew Holness' money alone, because Mark Golding have enough money than Andrew. And the Integrity Commission, I show them no know how to fight there. So we're going to talk about that. And we have evidence that enough money Mark Golding have. But let us get into it. Give me a second, guys. May I come?
Yo, JBU, Jamaica politics uncovered. This one for the Queen of Truth, Natalie. Natalie, you are one of the best. No test, JPU channel, pass the truth quest. Them are hide facts, you tear down the wall. Bringing info to the people, big up for all. From Parliament floor to country lane, JPU show the game. No stain. We love you, Natalie.
Alright, sorry about that, guys. So, make we start from the beginning, yes or no? The fallout. Have you noticed that you have not seen Julian Robinson too much on the platform? He's a shadow spokesperson on finance. You don't really hear much from him. The last time I heard him was when he came out and apologized to a company that he said something about, where them threatened to sue him because he came out and spoke false information. And I don't understand if these people don't fact check themselves before they come out and speak about other people. Clearly he didn't. So I'm assuming the person who has the communication responsibility of the PNP, which is Peter Bunting's concubine, Nikisha Burchell, She must be the one who gathered all that information. They don't know what the hell they're doing over there. So she probably passed the information on to him, and him run out there attack it, and the people them said him going to sue him. So him come out and him apologize, and that was that. I don't know if the people are still going to sue him, but he did say the information I came out and spoke was false. Now, the fallout now between him and Bunting. Me know say someone in the chat hear the argument here, where it was said that Bunting was going after Anthony Hilton's seat. Me hear the argument. But if you know no credibility to it, me not really pay attention, because me not walk and spread lies and propaganda upon people. But I did my checks a couple of days ago, and I was reliably told that it's true that Bunting, Rolling Stone, gather no mass. He didn't feel good in South Manchester because him afraid that Rhoda come over there, come tell everybody say him not good. Plus, the people them in South would be closer to information about his work ethic or lack thereof. You notice how far Wickham McNeil left from? Westmoreland gone way up at Trelawney. But Bunting being right next door to Central, him never really feel too comfortable with that. So, when you know say him at the boss of the cult, I'm where man the name Kevin Smith, His Excellency. Bunting is His Excellency of a PNP right now around the cult. So people like Anthony Hilton who pay them dues in the politics or in the party, they not attack. They know want Rise United turn down upon them, and they see what Rise United do Paul well and him baby and our mother. So Julian stood up and said to Bunting, say, no. What is wrong with you? Go work. Go on in our constituency, go work. And you mash up a party. So that is where the jump off go on. When you notice say a Bunting and Golden and Dayton attack on everything, nobody else not attack. When you notice say when you see them on the platform, you don't see all 14 MP out there. I just know Angela start come out, but otherwise from that, I just see tree, a gang of tree, you see out there. So poor Mr. Hilton they know. Look how most then gang him. Oi, anyway, Julian turn up on him foot and that is that. But here the thing now with Bunting now and Dayton Campbell. You remember when time Cartel come at the conference? When Cartel come at the conference, most of the people in the party hierarchy never know the Cartel was coming. It was kept under wraps. Because I spoke to people, me tell you, say me and PNP people them, some of them still are friends, you understand? Because we not hold no animosity against somebody because of politics. Because we're civilized, we're adults, everybody entitled to it, you understand? Anyway, so you have members of the party hierarchy who was shocked when them see Cartel in there, they frightened. When them see Cartel company stage, them nearly dead because they must say, look here, we didn't even get an opportunity to say we don't want to be there or we want to remove ourselves when that part of the conference was to happen. So, I don't know if you remember the video. I couldn't find it in time to bring it out. I can't show you, but you remember the video at the conference, 411, if you're in the chat, and if you have the video, WhatsApp it to me. But you remember the time when the conference did a keep and you see Bunting walk on the stage. And when Bunting walk on the stage, it look like say him swell up. It look like say one beast thing him and a whole him have allergic reaction swell up. You remember? When him walk on the stage and tap Mark Golden on his shoulder. Me hear say him and Dayton Campbell nearly fight round here because him a ask Dayton say, "We cartel a do ya?" Cause remember say a Bunting run the smear campaign pan cartel, you know, say cartel a say cartel a encourage scamming in the country. And him play cartel music at Brooklyn, New York. And tell the diaspora say a cartel and make crime go up in that country and all sort of something. So him could have never walk in this and face cartel the day. So when him see cartel like everybody else, including MPs, will tell me say that fateful Sunday, then tell me say they are very upset, very actually I don't want to call about the name, you know. Very upset, very disappointed. Me sorry me never carry the video. Because when I see the video, I see then oh Bunting look like somebody just drape him up and box him so. Him never look good, him look very swell up. So now we know him and Dayton Campbell up in one another face. Dayton asks himself if him have a problem, but you don't know what. Bunting must never know say one big donation that come in. And you know then desperate. And fee money in your mouth. Because Birchell near me mouth. All sort of bloggers near me mouth. Him near mouth himself. I spend up how much millions of dollars for tear down him party and tear down him leader. So him not really have no money like that. A little bit of money they have. So him and Dayton go at it over cartel. What a disgrace. Yes, sir. Anyway, if you notice on the political platform out there, you don't really see Bunting, a very rare, and it's only when he's speaking. If he's not speaking, he's not really there too much. And when certain people up on the platform, you don't see him. So that is the story about that. But I want to play something for me real quick. Hold on there. Mark Golding. Something wrong. I'm going to listen to this, guys. I hate this. Oh, gosh. Hold on. Give me a second. I'm going to upload it. I didn't upload it. But while I'm doing that, guys, I want you to hear what Venesha Phillips had to say.
Can I just tell you that the People's National Party, I said it last week and I'm going to say it again, they are frustrated because they are not accustomed to election campaign like the one they're seeing now. They are not accustomed to achievements being used as the main tool of campaigning because they are used to propaganda spreading. They are used to distorting information. They are used to trickery. And remember, if fish come from sea bottom and tell us a shark down there, believe him.
I don't lie. Guys, the smear campaign, the lies, the fabrication, the Jamaican people don't know what PNP's policies are. Because they might go a conference, go name a look 1 and 2 something. But if you remember correctly, even when they were at the budget debate and they were to come to the debate and present a budget, they didn't do that. Remember, then come there with a manifesto, So they might understand running on policies. These guys don't understand running on policies. So when she's saying that the achievements and how they reacted to it, this is foreign to them. They don't get any of this stuff. So that is why I share what Venesha said, because it's true. For the last 5 years, all they've done is go out there doing smear campaign. I call up people name, the innuendos, the lies. I mean, they fabricate so much that them even fabricate a murder scene. Remember good enough, guys? Are them same people here go out there when Melissa dead, come tell the nation, say, a little bit of blood. As the lady over TikTok said, a little tip of blood did their nose. And an aneurysm. These cultists, are these people you want to put in your government? I mean, seriously. I'm telling you something. I say anybody will come back over here, so the day after election, whether the government win or the PNP win, anyone I want to come back over here and come talk about someone vote for PNP, we have to come off of this, you know. Me honest to God. Me not tell nobody off of vote, but when me telling you something, yes, over here, so we are patriotic people over here, so and you cannot be a patriot or somebody will stand up on principle and go vote for them people here for put them in the leadership of our country. So me don't want them people over here from morning and now evening. So anybody will over here plan to vote for, as a matter of fact, gonna go on from now. Me don't want no views from no, because you people are not of our tribe. Them fabricate lies from some dangerous lies where them fabricate from people. You know, say me have a family member who work at CTAC when I was leaving Jamaica, migrating from Jamaica. He was police step on the road. And over the years, of course, you know, working his way up in work at CTAC. And you know, say me have to report them people to CTAC already. Yeah. Because them decide, say, me no fit talk on social media. Little tip of blood. Rise United. And the kind of lies and stuff for them fabricate. I felt like my life could be in danger. So I reported them to CTAC. And that's why I'm telling you, so when people are talking about lawsuit, you can't deal with lawsuit to them people here. You have to know for war, and you have to war with them. And beat them at it. So everybody have their eyes on them, you know. From the U.S. State Department to the U.S. Embassy, everybody get report on them. Me not ask you no. And that's why them over nationwide, me not in a nothing with them, because when them get the information, say FBI, I investigate them people and them don't report it, me not want a friend from them too. So this, look here, them people are some domestic terrorists. Let me just tell you now. For them wickedness surpass anything that we have seen. Why do you think they eat JPU so? Why do you think them eat all current so? Because nobody has stood up to them and defeated them in the way that we have. I've never met Karen a day in my life. But them take this social media, this digital platform thing to a level where, you know, they wage war on people, put people's lives in danger, interfering with murder, all sort of something. So them people, you know, you have to just declare war upon them and do what you do. They're not a nice set of people, very dangerous. So I want to put them in on the government and see what happens. Somehow, you not have no talk, because what them are going to do, them are going to set up and pin a murder upon and make you go to prison and them something there. Seriously. Every time I remember what these people did, man, me I tell you with Melissa. I'm going to tell them so them was going to do it because they don't like woman. Them not believe in our women speaking and having an opinion, and them so they don't believe in that. You see all this? What Valerie say? No, a little bit of blood that attack. See them about aneurysm. Nastiness them. This was Valerie talk. Poor Valerie. Rest in peace. Valerie was my friend. But when Valerie said these things, I think, knowing that she had a brain issue going on, I don't know if that's why she said this or if she was just so blinded and believe what she was being told by these people. I don't know which one of them tell her about aneurysm, but she must have heard that from somebody with some medical background. Messy people them. Them not easy. Any which part you see cult, you know nothing to do with them. They will kill you and cover it up. Me I tell you no. So that is the story with them. Hold on there, guys. I found thank you. The person who just sent this, come give me thank you. I found the video that I was going to show you guys about what Mark Golden said. All right, here goes, guys.
Apart from me Fenda, we not have to call no name, they know who we attack.
I will play that back again for you now because you know why? I want to see how Paul will mouth shut tight. Paul could have said the words to you, but he knows better. Look how comfortable. Boy, I don't know. I don't know which part in the world you'd ever see a white Englishman so comfortably in the public space. Use the word nasty nigga out. Boy, I don't know. Hey, something wrong with him.
Apart from me Fenda, we not have to call no name, they know who we attack.
And this is what the PMP want to put to Jamaica and put to the world and put to the diaspora. So if you lead a country. Eh? We don't say the whole of them mad. Now, for the person who say the labor rights them, Mark Golden attack. That's not true. Mark Golden not like nobody criticize him. Anybody will criticize him. And them him call nasty nigga. All me ma talk to. Who know over here we would have disagree with him. Mr. Mark Golden now one league. You see the people them over jungle where when they were running against the leadership of the PNP and them never go with Mark Golden for support Bunting. You know him say about the people them over jungle? Him say him thank everybody who voted for Bunting. Are just some little sheep, some lost sheep and hustlers who don't vote for them. Now you can call your people them lost sheep and hustlers just because they don't support what you are do. Them not have to. It's a choice. And everybody has the right to choose who they want or don't want to leave them. But he doesn't believe in that. He believes that what he says should go, and especially when you have a group of nasty nigga where you want to do what you want them to do. So if him can say that in the public sphere, imagine what him say in a private about black people. You just imagine. You can't trust people like these. I am telling you. Me don't know about England, but me know say in America, if any politician will look like that man here, go sit down anywhere and talk that out of their mouth and make people see and hear them talk it. When the lawyer them of the country come together and them put the class action, all me could have go get one lawsuit and me not there. Just ball say, me feel offended. I feel depressed, all kind of sitting. Class action lawsuit. You can't do that. This is what the PNP want. Let me tell you something. Them don't know to what degree them turn off people. Not just from them party, but from participating. This turn, I cannot tell you the amount of people would tell me, say, they were so offended. They were so shocked. One of my fellow YouTubers messaged me and said, "Are you use AI and do that?" Mr. Ramp with me. Could you believe it? But him telling them. Him tell, quote, the nasty nigga them say, they must put him there, make him lead the country and put him top on Harris friend them around him. You know how I'm top on Harris friend them? People will look like him. Because you see all the one them like Bunting now. When him they are female, then go all this them up to, you know. And call them all manner of name, you know. You know really in them more than so, you know. But let me tell you something. The people in the diaspora as Jamaicans, when them look and hear them things, and by the way, big up South Florida. Yesterday, no, Emancipation Day, they usually have a motorcade in South Florida. And then play them Jamaican music. Everybody come out in them colors. And it's always nice and beautiful. And the Consul General was there. And Sizzler was there. And other notable members of the diaspora were there. So it's always a good time. And I think this should be in every major city. We're everywhere. You understand? So this was good. But in America, when we look and see them something there and hear them sitting there, we don't want to know they sitting there when we are thinking, you know. Some of them we can't talk out there, you know. Guys, want to please hit up the like button. At 2,300 and sitting the people over here. And my moderator tell me, say, let me see. I know some of the risers, them and some of the PNP, them over here, they're not going to do it. But they're not the majority of the people over here. At least 1,000 on the like button for me, please and thanks. Now, all of the hot girl them. When I say hot girl, I talk about the woman them will wear the nails and the hair and the eyelash and so. No, come here real quick. I want to ask you something. Wanna drop on a chair there. Because I see something happen over the weekend and I can't believe it. Let me ask you a question. Me no wear eyelash, fake eyelash, so me no really know the price or what it costs, right? Occasionally, you know, I will get some nail extension, but me just want to ask you a question. You remember when time when you first start out in a life, ladies, when you first start out in a life, we don't know on a career and, you know, just on a grow up and all of them something there. Una did used to go out and get on the nails and get on the eyelash and them something they done and on the ear, get them something they done regular. I only used to just go the minimal way. When I was a minimalist them time, they don't it. Because when you meet a woman, you know, where nails ever done and our eyelashes them ever long and our hair ever stay good, you know say that is a hot girl, you know. And a hot girl will have her money, you know. Big up yourself, Spicy Rebel. Good night. Our manicure and our pedicure. I want to look on the woman them when you see a Jamaica nowadays. You see no girl at Jamaica nowadays when I look good? Every girl at Jamaica look good. Every big age, every big woman at Jamaica look good. I don't know, say the lashes, the false lashes, they've become a thing. You know, the cosmetic, and cosmetic is one of the biggest industry of Jamaica. So Ian Hayles him come out now. Come out, come put up, come take out eyelashes, false eyelashes. Come out, come take out false nails. And come out, come take out, come put up false ear. And I go say the woman them at Jamaica are suffering. Because these luxury items, and they are luxury items because it's not something that you need, it's not food. So when you decide as a woman to go out and get these luxury items, go get your manicure and your pedicure, and you put on the false nails, and you put on the false lash, and you get your extensions, those are luxury items, you know. And if you can't afford it one at a time, you just can't afford it. So when time I go hear Ian Hayles now talk about the woman them at Jamaica suffer, and I suffer the woman them a suffer, the woman them have their money. The woman them can't afford them lifestyle because the hair and the nails and the fingernail them still a prosper. The nail tech, the hairdressers them, and everybody them still a prosper. But my thing is, why is it that it's Ian Hayles who have to come do this presentation? I feel wonder to myself if Ian Hayles a cross-dresser at night time. What more? A which man? Ladies, who would have talked to one man would have do that? Because this man a come like say him, no matter him up there talk about, boy, I mean, I know not about them sitting here, no man. You're too comfortable with them something here, man, fair man. What are you? Guys, don't watch this.
Party leader, the woman them of this country suffering. Them are suffer. And the men of this country are suffering also. Party leader, in 2016, a set of nails, medium nails, cost $3,500 for a set of nails. Under prosperity, the ladies in this country are now paying $8,500 for the same set of nails under prosperity. Comrade Nikisha, where are you? They said eyelashes. They said eyelashes extension. So eyelash extension in 2016 was for $4,000.
Yeah. So the woman them, me never hear no woman a complain. Me no hear no woman a complain. The woman them on TikTok a sell them cosmetic items. Them a do their ear, them a do their nails. No matter how young you see them, 18, 19, 17-year-old, them a put on them. Look here, the woman them not suffer. The woman them is doing okay. They're doing fine. And because them can't afford it, why as much as you said things gone up, me sure no say things go up from 2012 to 2016. No price no stay the same over time. That's just how it is. Why don't go to the Chinese people them where I sell them and I manufacture them? Go talk to them about price. Doesn't make any sense. Guys, when you know so the school buses them are going to take on about 100 route coming up in a few days. So I just wanted to say that before I forget. But anyway, when you hear say Damion Crawford, Mr. Amos say him at the LA Lewis of politics. I don't know what to think when I hear ya.
Accountability has nothing to do with them. It has only everything to do with us. Now let us look at this together. We have a constituency that has been controlled by the PMP for 40 years. 35 of those years, we saw Robert Pickersgill as a member of parliament. And since then, 5 years after, we have Hugh Graham. Where is Hugh Graham? Where has he been? Why is it that nothing that he is sworn in the House of the Parliament to take care of the constituents, why is he missing in action? And why is it that his leader, and why is it that Mr. Damion L.A. Lewis Crawford, because Damion Crawford is the L.A. Lewis of the PMP, in no sense.
Now what can go so do, oh God? Oh God, no sir. But don't tell you no what I think about Damion Crawford. If you haven't seen it, guys, go up on the channel and go through the video. They uploaded it, I think, Saturday. I tell you what I think, and it was a very sad thing to talk about. Because bad to bad. We don't really want to say we people them, we men them. I would call Damion a young man, sorry. He's under 50, so I would say, young man. We don't want to see them perish. So if you see Damion Crawford come to this now, where a man can refer to you as the L.A. Lewis of politics. Because Mr. Amos is not a disrespectful person. But, when you go out there and be a certain way, come on now, man. What could have caused this? Anyway, then say you rise with dog. Wake out you lie with dogs, you rise with flea. I choose something. Now, me talk to some people tonight. Risers don't come here when I talk to Panda one here. Risers, Gleaner, Integrity Commission. The whole out in the country where I try to take down the Prime Minister. Who may I talk to? Guys, if you want to know any of them, send a video. Send that segment you give them. Let me just talk to them for a few minutes. Me here una come from the last few days. The whole out una group up. Gleaner, Michael Abrams, who is a PNP at heart. I mean, I normally call up people name over here. I call up Michael Abrams' name because Michael Abrams a wolf in a sheep clothing, and if he answer me, I worries in the dance. And the rest of them, a group up. Una can use some look magnifying glass. I go through the Prime Minister's finances and so. But let me ask you a question tonight. Gleaner wanna put out this. Una talk about say the Prime Minister ghost of the filing pass. I wanna talk about say the Prime Minister jump from 350k to 160 million in 20 years, in 2 decades. So what? In 20 years, so what if the Prime Minister go from 350k to 160 million? So what? If he work for money and he invest, so what? All the talk I know you not come up with one piece of evidence of any criminal activity, I know you not come with one piece of evidence. When you come and talk about 28 bank account and 411, tell you no. From about a week after them do the something in a parliament. 411 come tell you say lie them I tell. I mean, I don't think the IC presented it as such. But knowing the PNP or them lie and wicked and love fabricate things that them come up about 28 bank account. And 411 looking at everything and telling us say a lie. I must say 8 or 9 active accounts. When never say anything criminal was going on with the account. When say money I move. So what if money I move? Money supposed to move. If you had the investment and them something, the money supposed to move. Well, me ask you a question. The real question I want to ask you now. When you said the Prime Minister went from 350,000 to 160 million in 20 years. One to Mark Golding, we go to 29 million US dollars. 29.5 million US dollars within months. Why don't go look for that the money there? Eh? The government through the Ministry of Finance and Planning had an obligation to pay DB&G during Bunting and Golding US 29 million 590,000 how much dollar on July 29, 2005. Under the caption agreement, FinTech paid 9 million US and some other rest of money. 9.5 million and some other rest of money directly to DB&G July 29, 2005. And them something there. Only not talk about them their wealth within a matter of months. What is wrong with you now? Eh? Why make uno don't investigate them money? Yeah? Listen to this, people.
I believe I heard an interview with you once that said you have an offshore company. And I believe it was said, again, correct me if I'm wrong, okay, I'm just telling you what I remember hearing, that it was something inherited from, I think, your father or something like that. And we know offshore companies by design allow for tax avoidance. Newton Thompson recently came out and said there were 6 steps that he thought were needed for the elimination of public corruption. No legislator can be a majority shareholder or owner of a company overseas. That was one, right? Now, if you become finance minister, would you support that position by Newton Thompson? In other words, if you still have this, or if I heard wrong, please again correct me, get rid of this offshore company because, and then another question, are you share of taxes, Mr. Golding?
About taxes? I didn't hear the last.
By the very nature, offshore companies, as we know, are designed to avoid some taxes. And I'm saying the question then tied into all of this is, are you paying your fair share of taxes if you're not in a position to support what Newton Thompson is saying?
Right. If it's appropriate that persons who have offshore companies and who are in public life should make arrangements to bring them onshore, I think that makes sense to me, and I think that is the legislation that needs to be passed to enable that. Was tabled originally, and then they didn't pursue it. It was tabled by this government.
Zara tackle him, you know. She tackle him. If you hear the argument, him can't even talk straight. Him don't know what to say. And it might make it seem like there's some legislative problem why the heap of money when father gave, I don't know if from slavery or what, they say inherit from slavery, I don't know. But I don't know if that the money there. But the money they might have offshore, Gleaner and IC, what is wrong with them? Why don't come look into them something here? You know how much money might go in offshore? They also the man living in it's in a one company overseas offshore. Want to all of the money them from proven wealth offshore. Eh? Let me show you something. Aren't you want to say better I am, you know? Oh. Look here, so. The family total income for the year was 70.7 million, comprising salaries of 31.9 million, up from 10.2 million in 2022, 1.8 million from securities, down from 2 million, and 36.9 million in other income, a sharp increase from 2.4 million in 2022. You know, ask Mark Golding about them sitting there? Eh? A sharp increase. You know here? A sharp increase. In 2022, within how much years? So why Andrew Wallace is supposed to have how much $1 million over 20 years? What is wrong with you? Whenever nobody come out and accuse the man saying thief yet? RMT something from them? No? But the whole heap of FinSac people them come out, come ball tears and sick and dead and pint out Bunting and say him first must repent. When the people them get fling out of their house and their husband take down with cancer and dead early. So on the show we know, show we one Jamaican who ever come pint out the Prime Minister, say Andrew wanna steal something from them. Who know over the Integrity Commission what talk? We know anything about phone financing? Who phone finances? We don't know nothing about the finances. We don't know if we no thief. We don't know if Mark go in a peon if we go for a Prime Minister. We don't know. Make we talk about Mark Golding money, man. Him supposed to have money, don't it? Is that so? Him supposed to have. Want to listen to this what the Prime Minister say, guys?
The story of my life is that I have never been given anything free. I've had to work for anything that I have had. I have said it before and I will say it again. I don't know what a gold spoon looks like. It has never been in my mouth. I have no inheritance or any endowment or any trust fund anywhere. Whatever I have worked hard and honestly for it. I have never gained wealth by exploiting the people. No. And I want to say to you that my ethic is that I believe in working for what I have. By the sweat of my brow, I shall eat bread. And that is the ethic of the Jamaica Labour Party. We work for what we have.
See you, mean so. But it's so sad when a man have to go out there, go say them something there when nobody never accuse him, say, Prime Minister, you thief $20 from me, want it back. Nobody never go point him out, say, my thief yet. A smear campaign and fabrication and lie and wickedness and evil. PNP come with and you have to go out there and justify like say you're a thief. But God will beat them, you know. God already a beat them. God make them can't even walk and keep themselves composed. Them have to walk and dig down in them pants. Them skin a crawl them. Shame and disgrace and embarrassment upon them every day. Me used to them are going to up a crossroad tomorrow, guys. That's the information I'm getting. Look there, so. Care about this going up a moon or where it come from. This doesn't make any sense. It's an embarrassment. Wanna brighten out of the door. Anyway, wanna listen to this. I wait there. See it here.
Here, 2,500 a week. We are going to give them $500 a day, 2,500 a week, $10,000 a month time to send them to school. Why would anybody decide for them want to take $5,000 to vote or $10,000 to vote when you can get $10,000 every month per child to send them to school? When we say we can't them go to school, them start cuss all the taxi man them. Me I wonder if the taxi man them if you no really are going to get up election day and say you know can't labor right. You know hear them say you know a thief and rapist and them something there. Run with them and election day when they come, no care nobody for them. Tomorrow, our leader is going to have a link up with the taxi man them because we understand that you have to appreciate everyone in the society. Those who come from up at top, those who come from Douglas and those in between. So we are going to show our appreciation by having the link up with the taxi men who transport us daily to and from work to and from school to and from church to and from wherever we going. How you say you are campaign for achievement, but you're afraid of the people. You know, say if Vibes Cartel went there, He would have said they coward like dog. You have all of these achievements and you are running scared, hiding from the people. I hear them say, them not campaign. Then if election due next month and you not campaign, you need to fire somebody. Then they come back and them say them launch their campaign. And since them launch it, they continue to do the same thing what they were do before. Which means that they were always campaigning. But they are afraid because the momentum is with the People's National Party. And comrades all over Jamaica have said time come for a change. We are go up on Sunday. We are go up a town. If them no one call it, we are go call it. We are go up a town for Kingston and St. Andrew parish meeting, and that is the deadline for the election. So if Labour don't call it, we are call it because there's no reason to delay the election. In all of my life, I'm listening to them, and they come with an argument that them are the first government a campaign for achievement, nothing. No go so. Then what about all of them election where PJ run? When him said don't stop the progress, what was he talking about?
I really mother Lashy. Hear him. Hear her. Lord Jesus. He might talk about the vibes cartel that said them coward like dog. If Dayton Campbell in our room right now and see Karen, him run like thief. If Dayton Campbell in our room and say Crystal Lee in turn back, all you hear him out there talk like same tough. He's not tough. There are some women who Dayton Campbell will text it on. People like Lisa and who him know now go answer him and handle him bad. But when you have women who him know will deal with him properly, he's very scared of those women. He will never respond, never answer. And Dayton Campbell, let me tell you something. Come here, you're going with some things, you know. But I chew me not chat. Yes, PMP people are me a friend. You want every PMP people to stop talk to me. For sure, you come like I want look 1.5 year old. Thank you for that information. I can't tell him to sing this. Wait there. Somebody just say I do when you sing this song. No, I can't tell him say Rami say cartel. Me not even know. But look here now. Dayton, we no call him there. Dayton, you ask the PNP people them say, if me and them are friend. Where you want them for the malice? Me and them then on a malice. Are you in a malice with me? Are you afraid of me? Why you don't want the PNP people them to talk to me, Dayton? What then do me? Or what me do them? You think I'm going to influence them, Dayton? You're a very sad person. Don't be going around asking people that or telling people that. If you have a problem with me, come out and state your case. The people them talk to me because they respect me. I respect them too. Me and them not a problem. And we're not some local basic school girls. We are so. We not do that. You my mad out yes for one. Lord Jesus, me say them say bird of a feather flock together, you know. Them take up certified mad people I put on social media for black for them because nobody seeing is not gonna do that. Nobody. What a sad set of people. Eh? I must say the exodus when say I go on at the PNP. I'm afraid I say I'm me I tell the people themselves to leave or I'm me I influence people there. Nathan, you say Cartel sing this song. It's not Cartel sing this song. Stop from Cartel name. Cartel not no money figure you know. Leave Cartel name alone. So far the man gone Florida. I know Cartel sing the song. Nothing but Cartel money there on your mind. Let me tell you which song Cartel sing. Money on my brain. Stop call Cartel name. You carry the man go PNP conference and never tell the party hierarchy. 411, you have the video? The one where Bunting in the walk on the stage a complaint to Mark. Say Dayton cartel. If you have the video, WhatsApp it for me, please. Call it Dayton, call it. One woman reach out to me today and she'll laugh. From the woman pick up the phone, she'll laugh. And I say, how will that woman here laugh so far? I say, what is the problem? She say, you don't hear Dayton Campbell. I say, what? Him say, I'm going to call the election. Lord Jesus. Anyway, I'm going to go into a piece of good news here before I forget. One of our wonderful subscribers over here, she is in my town. And she said, Nats, me carry one of the booklets for you. Jamaica, she live, you know. But she's visiting and she's in town for a little while. And she said she bring my book, come give me. Say so the achievement booklet, when me say I give out the road, me not have to read it digitally. Me I go have one in my hand. And me I go take a picture with it and show you. So thank you, subscriber. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. So anybody who not get them achievement booklet, you go and grab one. But I'm telling you this. Rise United and PNP. You hear this and hear this good. You see all of the smear campaign you not try run for the Prime Minister. You not realize that the Prime Minister don't even need a manifesto. The Prime Minister beat to nobody now. The Prime Minister come out with an achievement booklet for sure no what the government do so far. Him don't need no manifesto. Him no need to come show no what him plan for do in the next 5 years if he's elected or re-elected. Uno don't so uno not do no maths, you know. Uno not see what go on, you know. Now, if a Prime Minister can come show you so much achievements, then that means that when him roll out the manifesto now, he might have a lot of credibility because the people might say, all right, if you tell me say you're going to do X, Y, Z in your next term, you've already shown us with your achievements that your word is bond, that your word is good. You have already done some good things. So we can't say, yeah, man, he will do it. We don't say that we don't deal with. But all we don't deal with over PNP are shouting, disrespect, character assassination, and smear campaign. And that's all we don't deal with. That's all we don't deal with. Of course, them read it. Of course they did. A taxi man called NNN this evening and say PMP for going because they never wanted Montague to give them. Lord Jesus, for real? To all Dayton Campbell and the PNP lie, Imala tell lie pan cartel. How can a man who don't have a seeker election? Hey, wanna be here for myself now? Is Satan really a medical doctor? Camila said him say, but I want him to know. He could even look for my dog. Oh, you not have it? All right. That's okay. Thank you for checking though. I'm sure the people them over here remember the video when Bunting went on the stage at the conference. Look like him and somebody just fight. I go complain and tell Mark say them bring cartel come at the conference. He must have been very, very uncomfortable and embarrassed. Because seem like how they walk and tell lie on people, I saw them tell lie on cartel. Bunting, I saw you tell lie on cartel. But guys, look in the chat, you will see the moderator just dropped a link. If you have not subscribed to the podcast channel, please do so. Mr. Amos said that if Damion run any taxi out of him place without the license, him going to be charged. Today is Monday. Damion Crawford said that he would go out there on a taxi. As far as I know, he hasn't done so. But he did go in Offa tree and stand up with the youth and we wash car glass. And I don't think he went and did the taxi thing. Let's see. Election a call after the independence holiday. How much I wanna go Grand Gala? I think it's Wednesday. Yes. How many of you are going there? I'm looking forward to seeing it. God don't like ugly. PNP rise is gonna pay for all the wickedness they do to our nice, clean Prime Minister. Look here, I know everybody like them something they know. The smear campaign and telling lies on people, them not realize no. Say that they use internally and kill the party. And after the fact, long after the fact, when people look at them and see them doing the same thing, trying to do the same thing to the country and the Prime Minister, then just cross the floor. Which bus is leaving Mobile? The school bus them? Oh, you're talking about the Grand Girl. Okay. So there's a bus leaving Mobile to go. That's nice. It keeping every parish this year. Okay, that's nice. I always watch from home. However, where can persons get tickets? Does anyone know? I'm not sure where you can get tickets. If anybody know, talk in the chat. But me hear Dayton accuse the government say they might give the whole of the ticket them to labor rights. Hold on, make I take this call. Hello, good night. You're live.
Yes, it's W here again. Mr. Damion Crawford was once a upcoming guy. Teach maths at the University of the West Indies. And because the Prime Minister shared the achievement in a booklet, he is countering it with going to wash windscreen of the cars. I don't know how that equates to share his manifesto in washing car. A person who can put numbers together and get 10 out of 4. I'm referring to algebra. You can get minus 6. So I want you to share with your audience.
They're hearing you.
That, yes, he only wants something on his nose now to be a complete guy who make joke around the world and get paid for it. Only that he's not getting any pay for the joke he's making now.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't really hear nobody support the car washing business with Damion do. That was quite silly. Nobody not really take him serious. For all of you guys who just come, and in case people like Gleaner, the Integrity Commission, and the rest of people them, let me just repeat this, make sure say you hear good. When you're talking about the Prime Minister and how much money he make over 20 years. Do we a favor now? Do the citizens of Jamaica a favor? Just like how Mark Golden is seeking to lead the country, wanna please to go and find out. As a matter of fact, we don't need to find out because we don't know already. But just tell the nation why is it that uno interested in showing the country that the Prime Minister made so much money over 20 years, but you won't talk about the how much million US dollars the Mark Golden them make in a matter of weeks and months. Why want to do that? What is the motive? Why you don't want to talk about this? Jamaica Gleaner. The money offshore, the assets offshore. Why is it that you guys are showing the country such bias? You feel like Mark Golding is supposed to, there's a different set of rules for him. You're not scrutinizing Mark Golding the way that you're scrutinizing Andrew Holness. What is the bias about? We would like to know. Do you guys feel inferior to Mark Golding because he's a white man? White Englishman? It shouldn't be that way. Everybody should be treated the same. So if you are going to be putting on your front page that Andrew Holness make how much $1 million over 20 years, you ought to be telling the nation how much Mark Golding make over 20 years too. Guys, am I right or am I wrong? I want to know if this is, what kind of ism is this? What kind of ism? How much money Mark Golding make over 20 years? I only need to pick up from Offa what uno fellow journalist Zara did. Listen to this and tell me why Mark Golding have the whole down to the house him living at overseas in a company. And when Andrew Wallace did do it, you remember? When Andrew Wallace did have the house in the company overseas, them nearly kill him. After the election, him have to move it back and move back everything at Jamaica quick and fast. Because they nearly kill him. Mark Golding is doing the same thing. Have him house in a company overseas and everything. Because him say him not own nothing at Jamaica. What is he, a tax dodger? We don't not treat the two people them the same. I was so to do. And that's why we can't like one for that.
I believe I heard an interview with you once that said you have an offshore company. And I believe it was said, again, correct me if I'm wrong, okay, I'm just telling you what I remember hearing, that it was something inherited from, I think, your father or something like that. And we know offshore companies by design allow for tax avoidance. Knut Thompson recently came out and said there were 6 steps that he thought were needed for the elimination of public corruption. No legislator can be a majority shareholder or owner of a company overseas. That was one, right? Now, if you become finance minister, would you support that position by Knut Thompson? In other words, if you still have this, or if I heard wrong, please again correct me, get rid of this offshore company because, and then another question, are share of taxes, Mr. Golding?
About taxes? I didn't hear the last.
By the very nature, offshore companies, as we know, are designed to avoid some taxes. And I'm saying the question then tied into all of this is, are you paying your fair share of taxes if you're not in a position to support what Knut Thompson is saying?
Right. If it's appropriate that persons who have offshore companies and who are in public life should make arrangements to bring them onshore, I think that makes sense to me, and I think that is the legislation that needs to be passed to enable that. Was tabled originally, and then they didn't pursue it. It was tabled by this government.
Yes, Gleaner, and the rest I don't know. What do I have to say about this? What do I have to say about this? The whole of Mark Golding money and asset, the offshore. You know nothing to say about this. We see what you people are. I'm just telling you something. You say, what I do, you know? Between the Glean and the Icy and the Resound, you see, if one think so, one do hurt the Prime Minister, we're not going to make this Prime Minister get a whole heap of sympathy vote. Let me just tell you that. And you know why? Because a lot of Jamaican people looking on are looking at this and saying, no man, them are deal with Andrew wicked. Them now deal with Mark Golden the same. And when them look and say, them and Andrew Owners share the same beginnings, the same struggles. Them know so nobody never come out come point no finger upon him and say him thief anything from them. And when time them look and say, uno same one, uno and the people them we say them give Mark Golden endorsement. Them they behind and I push everything against the Prime Minister. Uno no know say Andrew will get a whole heap of sympathy vote for that. Eh? Uno know say Jamaican people not like say when time people are fight down people for nothing. Jamaica people not like them something there. So you know what I do. You hear? You know say when Andrew go around the country nowadays, Jamaica people them never like Andrew in his first term like how they like him in his second term. The people them come like say them falling in love with the Prime Minister all over again. When I say I want look a girl I rub down the Prime Minister face. One look a boy I don't want let go him on. One PMP woman I say me's a PMP crossover and you do a good work. When you not see what go on in that country, there's nothing that you guys can do to put Mark Golden in the King's chair in a Jamaica over Andrew Owners. So you cannot do that. So you better want to stop. Because if you don't stop, you're going to make Andrew Owners get a whole heap of sympathy vote in a Jamaica. Remember me telling you, you know. Yes, the worst like how when time the people them hear Mark Golden attack and realize say that man ain't really no authentic Jamaican. He not really sound like we. He not really talk like we to that. You better be careful. You group up, you want gang the Prime Minister, lie you not tell. Not while we out here. That's why we don't have more viewership and nobody not listen to you or watch you anymore. Because when you come in with a tactic, like when you not realize say, in this time, you cannot frame the people's minds like you were able to. This is different. A different time now. Me pray every day now. Say I wish we could have just bring out 1/2 dozen people, or 1/4 dozen people. If you come point finger upon the Prime Minister and say, you know, say Andrew Wallace did thief for $100,000 from me. In the thief for $1 million from me, you know. Somebody, bring somebody come sit down in the witness box. If you come point out the Prime Minister saying thief something. You know, wicked. How much people come out in a finsa concourse and take sick and dead? We not talk about that, not talk about the man gain how much $1 million over 20 years. So then people sit down in a one income bracket over 20 years. What can go so? Unless you have an ambition. Don't to the somebody when I seek wealth. You sit down in a one job for 20 years, you're gonna gain more, you're gonna earn more. That's just how it works. One of the things that Andrew Wallace is supposed to still make $350,000 over 20 years. You know, Brighty? One forgot to talk about this man. Almost $30 million Mark Golden and Peter Bunting them gain in a weeks or months. So that you forgot to talk about. You show flop after tonight, you know. Remember me tell you now. Because Jamaica people them really assist now. And wicked against the Prime Minister. I want to publish this. Glean or dear you challenge you to post this. When post that about the Prime Minister, come and post this. Show me over 20 years how much money Mark Golden make. That is what we want to see. Now, me here, guys, I am not going to take any call tonight. And the reason for that is because I don't have time. Okay, so next time I'll take some calls. I don't want people to call on me and hurry them up off of the phone and them something there. Because I cannot be out here for 2 hours tonight. Sorry about that. Let me just play this thing what Peter Bunting said. I want him say it. I think yesterday. This is another case of lunacy. According to Bunting, first he said the PNP's, and I'm not joking, he said the PNP's focus is on the Prime Minister and his statutory declarations. That is what IRFM reported. I'm not making this up. So rather than having the focus on policies and them something, they want to hear what him say. Him focuses on the smear campaign about the Prime Minister's money. But him not talk about the money where him earn in a weeks and months off a FinSac. Not talk about that. Listen this.
A dubious achievement that only he has that title and will have it forever and ever is that more Jamaicans have been murdered in his 2 terms than in any other 2 terms under any other prime minister in the history of Jamaica. That is not achievement, that is failure. When the People's National Party comes to office, we understand that it will take a balanced approach to reducing violent crime in this country. We will ensure that it's not just policing, but it's investment in the youth.
You know, so me can't listen to no more of that, man, yeah. Me can't listen to no more, right? Because Bunting, when you had a chance to make a significant impact on crime, you cried. Warm to your tears now. Then dry up now. Why? Because so much people stop dead. You can't talk now. A Dr. Chung make you can't talk now, you know. What is wrong with you? You know, I don't see nothing about you. The people in my PNP reject you, so they know why you're finna leader. You go down a central, then reject you again. What is wrong with you? This man is, boy, I don't know, something wrong with him. When Bunting was there as National Security Minister, Bunting did not go after one gang in Jamaica. All him do, a target cartel and go tell the diaspora, say, cartel influence scamming in the country. And cartel never influence or scamming. Cartel get locked up for murder. A lie you go tell pan the man. And that's why they want to fight off Dayton at the conference. So nobody come now. Nobody don't want to hear nothing from you about tough front talk on crime. You better you talk on finance. Because you make Julian can't talk because you want to fight off people for their seat and the man stand up to you. So you better you talk. I'm not talk. Go talk on finance. Leave crime alone because you don't have a good track record on crime. There's nothing you can say. You cannot talk directly to Dr. Chang. You have to call up Andrew Wallenstein because you know, say, Andrew is not going to answer you properly. And that's why I know. Then things say because Andrew mother grew him good and him now go diss them up certain way. That's why them a pick on him, you know. What make one not pick on Warmington like how me say una do Andrew? I bet you no do it. When Warmington out there read out the ancestry documents of Mark Golding, why we not hear Bunting answer? When make Warmington contact ya, man. Make him come talk. This man have a nerve. He might talk said it under Andrew Owen's government. More people were unalive. So well on there. When Jamaica was declared as the homicide capital of the world, what was that? Jamaica was first declared the homicide capital of the world. Our year, no 2005 moderator. I believe it was 2005. It was under PNP government when the people them first said that. And we have not been called the murder capital of the world in quite a few years, and that's great. But you see these people, them want to celebrate the downfall, but then don't want to celebrate the victory. We're in our victory season right now in Jamaica. You hear me telling you yesterday? Say God is cleaning up Jamaica from the poverty spirit, which we have gone down 50% to about 8.2%. God is cleaning up Jamaica from the homicide spirit, right? Even though they kill Melissa and try to cover it up. But we still say homicide's gone way down by 45%. There's so many good things going on in the country. But them people here, they like to call down doom and gloom on the country and tell lie. And make it seem like the sky is falling on the country and nothing go so. But diaspora people, I want to pay attention to the people them who talk truth and make sense. You know, not the people. And, you know, try to educate your friends. Because some people, you know, they may see some things and they're not too sure about it. But, you know, when you know what the truth is, try and share it. You know, the shocking part about all of this for the PNP, and especially Bunting, who come talk so much foolishness. Bunting them were not prepared to be dealing with an environment, a social media environment that is going to push back on them in the way that they're getting pushed back now. They thought that they were going to be able to carry the propaganda and the lies and the agendas, and it was just going to be smooth sailing. But they got a rude awakening, so much so that they have to go and recruit certified mentally ill people. They have to recruit to help them. That's how bad it is. And when you have to resort to that, there's a problem. So the fight with them a fight right now, guys, I don't want a normal fight. Look at him. And by the way, before me leave, Glean and I forget this. See it there. A Mark Golden assets in Jamaica, this them I talk about. 36.9 million in other incomes. Other income. They didn't name it. A sharp increase from 2.4 million in 2022. Wanna go and go investigate them something and lift up off a prime minister. Wanna too wicked. Sympathy vote. Anytime when you call the prime minister name and try to go after him, just remember, sympathy vote. Black people in Jamaica don't like Onado. When people can't stop the man downtown and say he's a crossover PNP and you're doing a good job, I'm sorry for you know. When not get to one. But anyway, William, you lady, Mark Golden is a businessman. He's businessman. Agnes is a politician with, oh Jesus. You have to go type over about that, make we understand it. But William, Mark Golden is a businessman, so Andrew Wallace Sawa. Andrew Wallace is our. Andrew Wallace is a thief. Him not do no investment on a business too. You see, someone we taught them something and suffering from a thing we call inferiority complex. You see, one time when you see other people, all you know want to say one look lighter shade than uno. And you feel like say them better than uno start to look down upon yourself. when you start to think the worst on yourself. Me not move through the world, so me not move through the world, so. And that's why I'm always grateful to my family, my community, my mentors growing up, people who always told me that as a very black-skinned woman, them always say that, you know, you go through the world with confidence. That is the first thing. Nobody no better than you, and you no better than nobody. And that's why everywhere that I go, people can sense that I am not somebody who suffer from inferiority complex. Nobody no better than me. Let me tell you no. Me not care what they look like. If anything, are people with lighter shade than me always gravitate to me because they want to know where this woman come from with so much confidence. So when time someone is going to look on the Prime Minister and say and think the worst of him because him look like, and when time I come on to this man, we want see evidence in on the face. Say DB and G how much $1 million. I only no question about that because when you think say the somebody will lighter than writer. No come over here. I want me not want over here. The same accountability that they're holding the Prime Minister to. I'm not saying that he shouldn't be held accountable, but Mark Golding should be held equally accountable. So when him come out here and I run off him out on the Prime Minister, him have a whole heap of skeleton for answer too. Look there. Look on them whole heap of $1 million there. And some we can't account it for. And sharp increase. When you come up with the information, Glean, I don't know where we pan. Come up with the information about Mark Golding 20 year and 2 decade income. Anyway, guys, I think we can stop here so until Wednesday. You guys can tell me all about the Grand Gala that's going to take place in your communities. I'll be happy to hear about it. I'm glad the audio is good tonight. I know nobody complain and said they can't hear or it's buffering. I restarted the internet, so that's good. But anyway, guys, if you have not subscribed to the new channel, see it here. I'm hoping to start the podcast next week. Today is the 4th. I see that some people are subscribing, but not enough. And I want to make sure that everybody over here can see what's going on the podcast channel. We don't want to miss anything. That's what 411 says. So 411, look from when you tell the people them. From the very first week, when them come out at about 28 bank account, you don't even tell them say I must 8 or 9 active bank account. And I just know some of them are reported. Like they never hear you. Them vex God, them never want to take the risk and invest in cash plus. Talk truth. All the people in Westmoreland, 46% said Wholeness is doing a good job and 19% said he's doing a poor job. Tell them to go deal with that. How would do that poll there? That's interesting. Thank you to the new member who just joined. Fillmore. Fillmore, welcome. Hope I said that right. Thank you for your membership. We don't have any questions, guys? Any questions or comments before I go? I knew this was going to be long tonight because I haven't been on, because of the weekend. So with all the things that, I wanted to talk about, my mom never ever take the call tonight because it's too long. So let us catch up Wednesday. I hope you guys have a good week. The person will tell me, say them have a day a crossroad. Him say, them supposed to be a crossroad with the taxi man, them as on here, with Dayton Campbell say. I don't know how that's going to help them or what their agenda is, but we shall see. Thank you all for joining. and have yourselves a good night.
Yo, JPU, Jamaica politics uncovered. This one for the Queen of Truth, Natalie. Natalie, you are one of the best. No test, JPU channel, pass the truth quest. Them are hide facts, you tear down the wall. Bringing info to the people, big up for all. From Parliament floor to country lane. JPU show the game, no stain. We love you, Natalie.